What's up, guys? Today we're gonna be ranking way too early season rankings for the new 2025-2026 season. We're gonna start with the East, and at the first seed, I got the New York Knicks. Bro, you can't explain to me why the New York Knicks cannot be the best team or one of the best teams in the Eastern Conference. I think they got the most solid team overall in the East right now. I know the Cavs got a pretty solid team, and they were the first seed last season, and they haven't really gotten injured or anything. But for some reason, something about this Knicks team, I just trust them more to have a better regular season than the Cavs. Across the board, Jalen Brunson, Karl-Anthony Towns, Josh Hart, Mikal Bridges, OG Anunoby, Jordan Clarkson, Gershon Yabusele, Miles McBride. So versatile of a team. You're coached by one of the best offensive coaches in Mike Brown. I just expect a very dominant regular season from the Knicks this year. I think they're gonna have a really great regular season. At number 2, I got the Cleveland Cavaliers. I mean, they're still a really good team, so you can't doubt that they're gonna be any less good or just decrease as far as the quality of a team that they were last season. The reason why I have them at 2 and not 1 is the same reason I explained about the Knicks. I just feel like they're a more complete team. I think the Cavs did a lot of great things this offseason, but I don't know what it is about the team that just makes me think that the Knicks are gonna be bad. I don't know. We'll see why. There's just something about them. Maybe it's the coaching. Maybe it's their bench. I don't know. But something about the Knicks team just seems more well-rounded compared to the Cavs. That's why I have them at number 2. But I still think they're going to be really good this season. At number 3, I have the Orlando Magic. The Orlando Magic, I mean, they get Desmond Bane. And like I said, a lot of these picks are mainly because the East has been wide open since the Bucks, Pacers, and Celtics aren't in there. So a lot of the teams that were kind of good, I'm going to be ranking them a lot higher. The Magic were pretty good. But I think just with the East being wide open, the rest of the spots kind of are for the taking. I think the Orlando Magic are going to be really good this season. Getting Desmond Bane was a really good acquisition. I expect Paulo Franz to take a leap. And the team did a great job of letting go of some pieces that were good, but just kind of added way too many guards and way too much on the team that didn't need to be added. Getting rid of Cole Anthony, opening their guard depth in a much better way. Sometimes less is more, and I think that's going to be the benefit for the Magic. I think they're going to be really good this season. At number 4, I have the Atlanta Hawks. Betting on the fact that Trae Young, Porzingis, and the rest of the team to be very healthy, I expect the Atlanta Hawks to be really good this season. I think this is one of the best, like I said in my last video, I think this is one of the best teams that Trae Young has had since the 2021 season. So I don't expect them to decrease. I don't expect them to get any worse necessarily. So yeah, I expect the Hawks to have a really good season. This might be a strange pick given the circumstance. Honestly, at number 5, I got the Pacers. I don't see why the Pacers still can't be necessarily a competent team in the East. I know obviously Tyrese is injured, they just lost Miles Turner, but I don't see why they should be any completely less competent. I don't think they're going to be a top East team, but I could realistically see them being a number 5 seed led by Pascal Siakam, who, guys, don't forget, he was the Eastern Conference Finals MVP. And I believe he's good enough to lead this team and be at least a competitive team led by him. I think Andrew Nembhard is going to take a leap with the absence of Tyrese Haliburton. I think the Pacers still are a competent team even without Tyrese Haliburton. And number 6, I'll have the Pistons. Now, I was contemplating actually between them and the Pacers for the number 5th seed. And my opinions may change as the season goes on. But personally, I think the Pistons are going to be really good. And I think they're going to definitely take a step up in talent. I just think that still overall, I prefer the Pacers just as a regular season team. But I do think the Pistons are going to be a playoff team. And honestly, my opinion can change as far as the 5th and 6th seed with the Pistons and Pacers throughout the season. But as it stands, I got the Pistons at the 6th seed by the end of the season. And K's gonna be really good this season. That's something I want y'all to look out for. He's gonna be really good this season. Sixers at the 7th seed, fighting for a play-in spot does not sound unrealistic to me. And the same goes for the Miami Heat at the 8th seed. I personally think these two teams are the two teams that could really just be either really good or decent. I don't think they are teams that I could realistically see them being bad, especially with the talent that they have and the overall culture that both these teams have established in the past half decade. So like I just realistically can't see them being necessarily bad healthy. So this is really relying on them being healthy. Joel Embiid's there, and Tyler Hero is there and also improves, and Bam's there, and this team is healthy. Their cohesion is really good, chemistry is good, and everything. I think these are the two teams I have at the last 7 and 8 spot, to be honest with you. And then at number 9, this is where I would have the Celtics. Now, hear me out. I know Jason Tatum isn't healthy. Obviously, he's not going to be there the entire season. They've lost a lot of players. But this is mainly because of just a feeling that Jaylen Brown will have a really good season and be good enough to at least lead the Celtics to a play-in spot. I think losing Jason Tatum is going to deplete them. Don't get me wrong, which is why I have them at number 9. But I do think that Jaylen Brown is good enough to at least lead the Celtics to a competitive state, being the play-in tournament. And then at number 10, I was thinking about it, but I'm not gonna lie, like maybe this is too early to say, but I got the Bulls. I don't see another team in that last part that at least has I have more hope to be actually competent throughout the season than the Bulls. I mean, they showed a lot of good stuff by the end of the end half of last season that really made me kind of just be like, this team could look low-key be good, or at least a decent team that could make a deep run, or not even a deep run, but just be interesting. I don't think they're gonna be like absolutely garbage this season. I think they'll definitely make the 10th seed. And yeah, those are my rankings for the East. Thank you all for watching, and as always, until next time.